Hari Om, everybody. Let's start the class with the prayers. Sit comfortably. Put your hands in Namaste. Close your eyes. Sit upright, and chant with me. Om. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru is the creator. Guru is the preserver. Guru is transformer. Guru is the absolute Lord himself. Salutations to that Shri Guru. Narayana Marambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Beginning with Narayana, through Adi Shankaracharya in between, and up to my own preceptor, I bow with reverence to the entire traditions of preceptors. Beginning with Sadashiva, through Adi Shankaracharya in between, and up to my own preceptor, I bow with reverence to the entire tradition of preceptors. Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murti, Puja Moolam Gurur Padam, Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam, Diksha Moolam Guru Kripa. The root of meditation is the form of the Guru. The root of worship is the feet of the Guru. The root of mantra is the word of the Guru. The root of liberation is the grace of the Guru. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Dhīmahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. O Master of the Universe, our protector, the one who takes away all our sufferings, one who gives happiness and contentment to all, we contemplate and meditate to the Creator of the universe in the form of His knowledge and pure brilliance. Please motivate us to perform good deeds, help us to bring out the best in us, and help us to bring out the best in others. Thank you, everyone, and welcome.
Hari Om, and I welcome all the divine Atmajyotis to today's Bhagavad Gita Satsang. Let us begin our today's session with Dhyana. So, let us do the Gayatri Dhyana. So, we do it by chanting Gayatri Mantra 9 times and then being in silence for a few moments, and then I will guide you back to our next steps. Please sit straight, bring your feet together, keep your back erect, keep your hands comfortably on your thighs, slightly bend your head backwards, close your eyes, let your inner vision be gently in between your eyebrows, where you keep kumkum or vibhuti, that is Agna Chakra, the seat of higher intelligence. Let us first offer our respects and gratitude to Surya Bhagavan, who you can see in your Agna Chakra. With the same feeling of gratitude and devotion, let us now chant Gayatri Mantra for 9 times. Let us begin now. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Be in your natural silence. Notice how silent and peaceful your mind has become. Realize peace and silence is your true inner nature. This silent and peaceful state of the mind is like a clean whiteboard. Let us write the most meaningful sentences beneficial for your life on this board. See yourself as a happy, healthy, peaceful, energetic, truthful, courageous, kind, wonderful being who brings out the best qualities from within and helps the others around you to bring out their inner best. See your family members, mother, father, brothers, sisters, grandparents. See all of them happy, healthy, and peaceful. See your friends, relatives, neighbors, teachers, all the known people to you. See all of them happy, healthy, and peaceful. Now see all the people in the world, whether you know them or not. See all of them happy, healthy, and peaceful. See all the beings, birds, animals, plants, river, mountain, stars, galaxies. See the entire existence happy, healthy, and peaceful. Once again, in this divine and wonderful existence, see yourself as a happy, healthy, peaceful, energetic, courageous, inquisitive, curious, kind, and a wonderful being who brings out the best qualities from within and helps the others around to bring out their inner best. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of your body. Become aware of your surroundings. Gently scrub the palms. Give the warmth to your eyes. Offer your respects and gratitude to all the divine Atmajyotis who are here today. And gently open your eyes. Hari Om Tejas. Hari Om Ramakrishna.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om Vidisha.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
And okay, who do we have with a name called Shiva Shankar?
Jia.
Jia. Hari Om Jia. So
Hari Om.
nice to hear your voice.
I'm Rishita's sister.
You're Rishita's sister. Okay. Very nice. Welcome. All right. So, what we did just now is the Gayatri Dhyana. You please practice this at home at least twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. It will help you to develop a very sharp and a focused mind. And in whatever you do, you will excel. All right? Okay. So, who is interested in listening to a story? All right, looks like everybody. And we have the greatest storyteller who has brought some wonderful story. So, I would like to introduce all of you to our Atmajyoti, Anita. She's going to tell you A nice story. Over to you, Anita.
Hari Om everyone. I am Anita and I'm going to tell you a story today. So, Uncle, can you enable screen sharing?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Vidisha, is there something that you wanted to ask?
No,
Okay.
sorry, I forgot to raise.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm sure all of you have heard about Vikram Betal, right? So, I'm going to be telling you stories of Vikram Betal because, in my opinion, they're a lot of fun. You get to think of, the answers of all these difficult questions that he's posing. And then you can also have fun with the type of stories that he's telling Vikram, right? So, I'm going to tell you one story today, which is called Who Committed the Sin? So, like always, we know Vikram went to the tree, carried Betar on his shoulders, and started walking through the dark and difficult path. And as expected, Betar began his story. So there was once this slow-witted prince of Kashi, Vajramukti. He was very good friends with the minister's son, who was very smart. They were always together. They did everything together. They were just like, your best friend and you today. So one day, these two went hunting in a very lush and green forest. While they were hunting, they spotted a few young girls playing hide and seek. Now, this one blindfolded girl accidentally struck our prince. When she opened her blindfold because of the shock, both she and the prince decided that they wanted to marry each other. Very dumb, no? But still, we'll leave it. Okay, so the prince was very curious. Who is this girl? So he asked her who she was. But this girl was a little chalu. She did not want to say who she was so easily. So she said that she would play a small game. So she gave him 2 hints and he had to figure out who she was. So first, she took a lotus and put it near her chest to indicate her name. And then she took her earrings and put it near her ankle to hint where she lived. But our dumb prince, he didn't understand what she said. So with a very sad face, he went home. But after he went home, what did he do? He asked his smart friend. Now this friend, like we know, is very smart. He easily solved the riddle. He understood that this girl's name was Padmavati and that she lived in Karnapur. So now this prince was very excited to go and see her. So they set out for Karnapur. After a few days' journey, they reached there. And over there, they saw an old lady. She was till they are done with whatever work they were there for. So this prince saw this as an opportunity and he asked this lady if she knew anyone called Padmavati. Now this old lady told them that she was the princess of their kingdom. So the prince goes to the palace. He's walking very confidently, very happily and all that. But then when he gets there, the king tells him that he is not going to allow him to marry the princess because there is someone else who wants to marry the princess. Now our Vajramukti felt very sad. And instead of thinking of a solution, he sat sulking all day. Now his friend wasn't happy with this. So he came up with an idea. So what did he do? He staged a robbery and made it seem like the princess committed it. Now the law in that kingdom was that any woman who committed a crime or was of loose character was thrown out of the kingdom. So this friend goes to the king, tells the king that the princess has committed such a bad crime. It's very bad and it's not nice. The king believes him also and throws Padmavati out of the country. Now after this, the prince takes the princess back to his kingdom and they live happily ever after. Nice, right? I love happy ever after stories. But then there is something wrong in this. So Betal asks Vikram, who committed the sin here? And now Vikram thinks for a while. And does anyone know what the answer is? Can anyone guess? Shall I tell you the answer? So Vikram thought for a while and he answers, the king. The king just believed a random guy's testimony and didn't even believe his own daughter. Or you forget daughter. He didn't even bother to verify the facts to make sure that what he was doing was right. He just got convinced by a person and didn't want to disagree with that person, so just went with what he said. Now, this is wrong because a king or any person should be mindful of their actions and their words, and they should make sure that they're doing the right things. Betal was happy with Vikram's answer and he flew back to the tree. And this never ending story continued. But let's talk about the moral of this story because it's very important for us. The moral that this story, the message that it's conveying is that we should use our own minds and think for ourselves instead of blindly believing and following others. So these years of our lives, they're very important because they're like the building blocks of our future and the type of people that we're going to be when we grow up, right? I'm sure all of us want to be nice people in the future who other people also like and things like that, right? So it's important for us to be aware of the things that we are getting into. It's very difficult to say no to people sometimes, and believe me, I know because I'm very similar. But if we feel that something is not okay, or we think that, is this really right? Is this something that I should be doing? Or you're not sure of whether the other person is guiding you on the right path, instead of just blindly believing them, we should think. First, consider, is what we're doing something that's good? Is it right in my opinion? And possibly in others' opinion too. Is this going to help me positively or is it going to affect me negatively? Consider all these points and make sure that what you're going to do is something that you want to do and not something that you're being forced into. So use your own minds and please don't get convinced and blindly follow others. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone wants to add something?
Very nice story, Anita. Very nice. Yeah, Yashita.
All that I want to say is that we should think before we act or do something or choose any options.
Yes, that is correct. Does anyone else want to add something? Yes, Tejas.
I understood that you should not have someone else to support your backbone. You have to support your own backbone and stand straight. That's
Very
what I
good. Does anyone else want to add something? You can all share what you understood also and how you can use it. Yes, Vidisha?
What I understood is that we should not blindly believe somebody instead of like asking your own or asking the person whether it's right or not. You cannot just blindly believe anybody about anything.
So it is okay to ask for, others' opinions. Like for example, we're still young. So it's okay to ask our parents if this is right, if I should be doing this or not. But I think ultimately you should be asking yourself if you should be doing something or following something or not. Does anyone else want to share their understanding?
Can I?
Yes, you can.
So what I understood is that if somebody says something, you should not believe it. You have to follow your heart, and you should then if the person is saying right, then you have to believe it. Or if the person is wrong, then follow your heart, listen to your heart. If listen to your heart, and then you can basically I'm trying to say that you have to follow your heart, but you should not blindly believe somebody.
Very good. Does anyone else want to share something?
Could I share my understanding?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed the story, and I liked how the prince was really smart and he used the rules against his own good. And like what I understood was like the king could have made a better decision because maybe he was looking out for his daughter, but doing that he was not following his own judgment. So I think what we should take from this is always, rather than following what you think is correct, you should always like verify it and have others take on what you're doing. So because sometimes you think you're right, but you always can be doing something wrong. So taking help from someone can always be helpful. That's what I understood.
Thank you. Is that all? Does anyone else want to share? Okay, then. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Anita. Wonderful story. So, the stories are a way to understand certain realities. And Bhagavad Gita is full of such realities of life. So it is like Bhagavad Gita is like, if you think of like science in your school, science is, for example, so you all may know Newton's first law. So there is something will be at rest unless it is acted upon by force. So it's a pure science. And story is like an application of that science. So how do you apply this Newton's first law? So for example, if there is something that is very silly example, right? Imagine, your brother or your sister or somebody sleeping and they're not getting up at all. Pour a little water on their face. My God, you will see the force in action, isn't it? Not only they will wake up, but probably you will be running. Why? Because they want to hit you now. So like that. So application of the science. Yeah. So thank you very much, Anita. Now over to the pure science by who? Namit.
Thank you, sir. Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis. Welcome to another session of the Gita. And as sir told, application science is over and now it's all pure science. So who wants to volunteer to chant today's shloka?
Can I?
Tejas raised his hand. So Tejas will be chanting along with me. Yeah. So today we'll be learning Shloka 2.44, which is Bhogaiśwvarya-prasaktānāṁ. So Tejas will be repeating after me, so you can chant along with Tejas. So join your hands, close your eyes, and of course keep your back erect so that blood circulation happens. I am sure all of you want good blood circulation. So sit straight and join your hands and close your eyes. Bhogaiśwvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
Bhogaiśwvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
Taya pahrita-chetasam.
Taya pahrita-chetasam.
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 You need to, that her sound should be felt. Pahrita.
Pahrita-chetasam.
Vyavasayatmika buddhihi.
Vyavasayatmika buddhihi.
Samadau na vidiyate.
Samadau na vidiyate.
So what the shloka means is that those who, for example, you are learning something. Maybe you are learning, now you are in Bhagavad Gita class and you are learning Bhagavad Gita and story and later iLead module. So whatever you are learning, you shouldn't be attached to the outside world. There are so many attractive things in the the outside world, right? So you shouldn't be attached to it. For example, here in this picture, he's eating. So these kind of people are always thinking about tasting various dishes and yummy dishes that's really delicious. And these people are normally lethargic, lazy, and always feel like sleeping. We all know Kumbhakarna, right? He's always sleeping. He sleeps for 6 months and he wakes up only for 6 months. So the same way, in this example, whoever are attached to food and always want to taste dishes are always attached and are lethargic. So here Krishna is telling that they won't be able to realize their true self. If we want to realize our true self or know who am I, we need to give up all these. In the sense, it's not like giving up everything. As long as you are living and as long it is there, you need to take care of these things. So it's so self-realization is not leaving everything. But the most important thing is that you shouldn't be attached to anything. It's okay that you like or you dislike, it's okay. But you shouldn't be attached. Then it's difficult to realize who you are, or not only realizing who you are, to realize any truth of life. Are you clear, Tejas?
Can I just share my understanding?
1 minute. Let's see if anybody has questions. Then I'll come to this again. So if anybody has any question, feel free to raise your hand and I'll clear your doubts one by one. So I see Yaschita's hand raised. Yes, Yaschita.
So does attached mean like too close to them, or do they use it too much, or I didn't understand the exact meaning of it?
Okay, so can you tell me a thing that you really love?
I like food.
Okay, so for example, you're not someplace there's no good food because there's no vegetation. Means there is no growing of plants, growing of vegetables and fruits. So there's no good food. And you're attached to the delicious food in your home. So that is called attachment.
Okay, now I understood the attached meaning.
Okay. Any other questions? Then let's move on to the understanding part. Yes, Tejas, go ahead.
My understanding is like in this picture, it's mentioning food, right? So
Yeah.
it's okay if you can have like a maybe three or at least 3 pieces of chocolate or some kind of candy in a day, but you should not keep on eating even though you like it a lot. You can like you can have it as a snack or like as a reward after something like exercise or something like that. That's my understanding.
Excellent, Tejas. Next we have Yaschita.
So what I understood that is being too attached or close to something that you like is okay, but there is always a limit, so you need to control the limit, not too low or not too high. So that's what I understood.
Wonderful. So in life, you need to have a limit to everything. You shouldn't exceed the limit. That's what Krishna tells. You should have that moderation in life, in whatever you are doing. Wonderful, yes, Chika. Yes, Kirtana.
What I understood is that our mind is like a horse. It keeps getting attracted to something or the other. So we have to control our mind so that it doesn't get too much attached to anything like in the worldly, to any worldly pleasure. So we have to control our mind. Only if we have only if we are not attached to anything. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't be attached to anything. It should be in our limits. Only when the all our likes are in the limit will we be determined and will we have success in the path to realize God, is what I understood.
Wonderful, wonderful, Kirtana. Next is Nigda.
So what I want to say is that, like, before I used to be really attracted to like junk food and all the stuff. Even though my parents used to like hide them, I used to find them. So my parents stopped buying me, and then slowly I started to get like I didn't like get so attracted to it. And then I realized that if I get too attracted to it, then I might become really lazy and I'll become a little bit fat. So that's why I decided not to. So I rarely eat junk food.
Can you repeat the last part? I couldn't listen to it clearly.
So can I just repeat it again?
Yeah, sure.
So like before I used to be really attracted to junk food, and even though my parents used to like hide it around the house, like where so I couldn't like eat it, I still used to find it. So my parents stopped buying me junk food, and then slowly I started to get like I was not attracted to it anymore. And then I realized that so if I eat junk food, I may become fat and really lazy. So I decided to avoid junk food. So I eat a little bit junk food.
Excellent. Next is Ramakrishna.
The thing that I learned is we have to when there is exams, we have to always detach from the TV. And but if we watch more and more television, it can cause trouble to us, and we cannot recall anything in the exam.
Very nice example, Ramakrishna. So what you told is practical in a student's life. So all of us are students here, and it's very practical what you told in our life. Very nice. Next is Aditya.
So I just want to give an example. I remember this scene from Avengers Infinity War where Thanos shows this knife, and this knife has to have balance so that you can use it. So it can't tilt to one side or it can't tilt to the other side, and that's when you can use this knife. So that's exactly how we should control our stuff we use around us. Like the example you give, the person is eating too much. So when we are too attached to eating, it might cause us like health problems and stuff. So we should always learn to balance between our worldly possessions and other stuff. So when we get too attached to something, we can't focus on what we actually need to develop. So that's what I understood from the shloka, is that we should not get too attached to something, because that hinders our ability to learn something new.
Excellent to understand, Aditya. If anyone else?
Yeah, Namit, you can call out Vidisha is there, Raghavi is there, Anita is there.
Yeah, so Raghavi, Jia, Shreyas, Vidisha, and
I think the shloka is telling us that we need balanced life. We shouldn't be attached to anything, like too attached to anything. We need balance. Otherwise, it will hinder our determination or our concentration on doing something.
correct. So if you're attached, it affects us only. It's not affecting anybody else. If we are attached, and like we won't be able to leave it and be peaceful. So that becomes our source of happiness. But if we want success, we shouldn't be attached. That's what great leaders. That's the secret of their success. They're not attached and they're detached, but still they are not leaving all the worldly pleasures. So if we want success, if we need to follow this, and I'm sure that will definitely be successful. Jia and Shreyas, anything you want to share?
Yes, I learned
Yes,
from
Shreyas.
this. I learned from the shloka. Like, if I want to get good marks in my exam, and exam is my goal, so and if I think that my studies are done, and I watch TV so much, and if I watch TV and I watch TV for continuous 2-3 hours, so we'll get attached to it, and we'll ask our parents, can we see more, can we see more? And during that, our in our brain will only have what we are seeing in the TV. The exams, the studies will forget. So we can see TV for half an hour, 15 minutes, but we should not get deeply attached to it.
Correct. So what we see constantly, what we practice constantly is what is registered in our mind. Like we during the exam times, we see the book constantly and read for the exam. That's what stays in our mind. Not only until the exam till the exam ends, but also after the exam. So very nice phrase. I saw Yashchita was raising her hand. Did you have anything to tell?
Yes, that I actually wanted to add one more point. So it's like a waving machine. It should be exact at the point, so it should be balanced, like a balanced meal or anything else.
Yeah, correct. There are no more understandings you want to share. We'll move on to the next part of the session, which is the iLead module discussion by Kirtana.
Yes, Namit, thank you. The lesson 4 of iLead was posted, and it is The Secret of Buddha. The title itself is really interesting. Now, how is Buddha so peaceful? Now, I know all of you want to know that secret, and I know most of you here have already seen that video. So, can anyone share what they understood from the iLead lesson, Secret of Buddha? You can. raise your hands. Yes, Ramakrishna.
So what should I tell? Can you repeat?
So every week iLead lesson will be posted. So last week the lesson 4 was posted, Secret of Buddha. If you watched that video, can you share what you understood from that video?
Yeah, I understood that meditation will be a good way. Buddha will be I know how did Buddha become silent. First Buddha told to him first he went to people, but he didn't find good answers. So he tried to meditate, and then he meditated for 49 days. Then Buddha came to know why can't we stay every day alive, every day alive, but this is a understanding for us that we cannot live all the time, and meditation is important for us. I do the meditation only once. I had to do it. I'll have to do it. Actually, I had to do it 2 times. I'll do it now onwards.
Yeah, excellent, Ramakrishna. You said that meditation is a way wherein we can become peaceful. Very good. Now, anyone else who wants to share their understanding? Do you have any doubts about how to watch the video? It is shared in the group, the link to watch the video.
Do you want to share your screen, Kirtana, and just show once? Not really sure if everyone is able to understand.
Yes, Vijayji, 1 minute, I'll share my screen. So I've shared the lesson here. You have to click on this link, which will take you to the lesson. So when you click on this link, it's just 5 to 10 minutes a lesson, so you can watch easily. So here you can go through all of these. And after you finish this, on Friday, the quiz for the same lesson will be shared. So you just have to click on this and you can watch the session. Watch this lesson.
Hari Om, Balakrishna.
Like that. So basically, you just have to click on this link, which will take you to the lesson. It will be shared on every Wednesday. The lesson will be shared, and on every Friday, the quiz will be shared. And the lessons will be really interesting, and it won't take much of your time. It's just 5 to 10 minutes.
Is anyone of you having any trouble in watching or in registering? Are there any issues? Okay. If there are no, yeah, Yashchita.
My mother got a new phone, so it's in my mother's phone, so but I don't have the link, so that's why can you share the, like I don't have the Gita for children option itself.
Okay, where do you want us to share the link? Is your mother in the Gita for Children group or not?
She is there, but it's on her phone.
Okay, you have a separate number?
No, sir, but can my mother share the link to my phone?
Okay, so my question is, Yashita, who is in the Gita for Children group? Are you there or is your mother there? Who is there?
I'm there and also my mother.
Okay, both of you are there. Now, are you not receiving the link that Kirtana is sending?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what do you want us to do? I'm not sure I understand what your question is.
Like if you type Gita for children, that option is not coming on.
The group is not appearing, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you know my number?
No, sir.
Okay. So, what is your phone number?
96
Okay.
324
Okay.
676
Okay.
33.
9632467633.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will add you to the group again. And in the
Okay, sir.
group, Kirtana sends the iLead videos every Wednesday. Right, Kirtana?
Yes, Vijayji, and the quiz on Friday. Also, for the previous lesson, the quiz was not shared. After this class, I'll be sharing the quiz for the previous lesson.
Yeah. So the lessons are only 10 minutes and the quiz takes about maybe 2-3 minutes. So please start going through that. And maybe Kirtana, from next session, will it help to, you recapping the session video? And then like that, others can also start recapping.
Okay,
Yes.
Vijayji.
Yeah, so let's do that for 1 or 2 sessions, and also you can bring up the questions, 1 or 2 questions. So maybe we can ask the children the questions, you can recap, and then the quiz, right? You can ask the quiz here.
Vijayji, so you want me to send the quiz link in the class?
Let them answer the quiz in the class, but you can once again to help them to recap, you can share your summary understanding, and then you can ask questions here. Whoever knows can raise their hand and answer the question.
Okay, Vijayji. So should I share the quiz link in the group or shall I share it in the class itself from now on?
What do you feel? If they answer in the group as well as in the class, will it be useful, or only in the class? What is that you feel is right?
Vijayji, anything is okay. If I don't share I can present it here or I'll share it in the group, Vijayji. Anything is fine.
Let us do one thing. Let us start sharing the video and also the quiz in the group. And for 1 or 2 more sessions, let's also ask those quiz questions here.
Yes.
And if the children are feeling it is okay, then we can ask the quiz questions only here as a tool to recap.
Okay, Vijayji.
Any other questions on the iLead? Okay, no questions. Jia has no questions. Very good. So thumbs up means you have a question, is it, Jia? When you have a question, how do you say? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down is no question. If you have a question, how will you share? How will you show? Like this, is it? Thumbs up means question. Oh. Do you like? Then what will you say? How will you show? If you like something, that is also thumbs up. Then how will you show that? So thumbs up. Oh, heart. Okay. Heart is I like it. Thumbs up means I have a question. Thumbs down means no questions. Okay. Oh, Vidisha also heart. Okay. Nice. All right. Let's end our today's session with the ending prayers.
Okay. Close your eyes. Put your hands in Namaste and chant with me. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead me from untruth to truth, darkness to light, impermanence to permanence. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om, that is complete. This is complete. When completeness is removed from completeness, what remains is complete. When completeness is added to completeness, totality remains complete. Nanu nanembudu nanalla ideha manabuddhi nanalla Satchidanandatma Shivananu nane Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am pure consciousness, Shiva Swarupi. Antarjyoti Bahirjyoti Pratyakjyoti Parat Paraha Jyotirjyoti Swayam Jyoti Atmajyoti Shivosmyaham. I am the supreme light of awareness, illuminating the outer world of objects, inner world of thoughts, and deep sleep state. I am the divine light of the nature of auspiciousness, Shiva Swarupi. Atmadarshanam, Brahmadarshanam, Brahmadarshanam, Satyadarshanam. Recognition of the self is recognition of the whole. Recognition of the whole is recognition of the truth. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may we all be protected. May we all be nourished. May we work together, sharing our energies. May our intellects be sharpened. May we be friends forever. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhaved. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may all be prosperous and happy. May all be free from illness. May all see what is uplifting. May no one suffer. May there be well-being in all. May there be peace in all. May there be completeness in all. May there be auspiciousness in all. Om, peace, peace, peace. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. See you all next Monday. Thank you very much to Anita, Namit, Aditya, and all the divine Atmajyotis. Hari Om.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om. Thank you very much, Kirtana. Thank you.
Hari Om.
Thank you.
Vijayji, so should I ask the same questions which is in the quiz or different questions?
1 minute, I will stop the recording.